A delicate dance, understanding the Taiwan Strait. The Taiwan Strait is a narrow body of water separating mainland China and Taiwan. It is a waterway of immense strategic importance, a focal point of geopolitical tension, and a potential flashpoint for conflict. For over 7 decades, the question of Taiwan's status has loomed large, a legacy of the Chinese Civil War. China claims Taiwan as an integral part of its territory, a province awaiting reunification. Taiwan, on the other hand, has evolved into a vibrant democracy, fiercely protective of its autonomy. The shadow of the Civil War, China's early challenges. The Chinese Communist Party's victory in 1949 marked the beginning of a new chapter. The defeated nationalist government led by Chiang Kai-shek fled to Taiwan, vowing to retake the mainland. This unresolved conflict shaped cross-strait relations. China's leaders faced significant obstacles in the immediate post-war period. The country was in ruins, its economy in collapse. Rebuilding the nation became the paramount priority. China's military capabilities were still in their infancy. The Taiwan Strait presented a formidable barrier. President Truman dispatched the U.S. 7th Fleet to the Taiwan Strait. The economic miracle, building a nation, not conquering one. As the decades passed, China's leaders recognized that economic development, not military conquest, held the key to national rejuvenation. They embarked on a series of ambitious economic reforms, gradually transitioning from a centrally planned economy to a more market-oriented system. This shift unleashed a wave of entrepreneurial energy, propelling China on a path of unprecedented economic growth. The Chinese government's focus on economic development over military expansion was a pragmatic decision driven by a number of factors. Raising living standards and alleviating poverty became paramount goals, requiring sustained economic growth and investment in infrastructure, education, and technology. China's leaders understood that economic strength would translate into greater international influence and geopolitical clout. By building a robust economy, China could enhance its standing in the world, attract foreign investment, and secure access to vital resources and markets. The potential economic fallout from a Taiwan Strait conflict served as a powerful disincentive, encouraging China to pursue its interests through other means. Section 4. A World Apart. Diverging Paths for China and Taiwan. While mainland China underwent a period of dramatic transformation, Taiwan also embarked on its own unique trajectory. The island nation, initially under martial law, gradually transitioned into a vibrant democracy with a thriving market economy. Taiwan's embrace of democracy and its rejection of authoritarian rule stood in stark contrast to the political system on the mainland. Free and fair elections, a robust civil society, and a free press became hallmarks of Taiwanese society, setting it apart from its larger neighbor. Taiwan's economic success further solidified its distinct identity. The island nation became a global leader in technology and manufacturing, attracting foreign investment and forging close economic ties with countries around the world. The diverging paths of China and Taiwan created a complex and delicate situation. Section 5. The Unspoken Agreement, Strategic Ambiguity and Its Limits. The United States, while formally recognizing the People's Republic of China in 1979, has maintained a policy of strategic ambiguity towards Taiwan. This policy, designed to deter both a Chinese invasion of Taiwan and a unilateral declaration of independence by Taipei, has been a cornerstone of U.S. policy in the region for decades. The United States has never explicitly stated how it would respond to a Chinese attack on Taiwan, leaving Beijing to grapple with the possibility of American military intervention. This uncertainty has served as a powerful deterrent, preventing China from risking a conflict that could escalate into a wider war with the United States. However, strategic ambiguity has its limitations. Critics argue that it creates a dangerous lack of clarity, potentially emboldening China to test the waters and escalate pressure on Taiwan. The debate over strategic ambiguity reflects the complexity of the Taiwan issue and the delicate balancing act faced by U.S. policymakers. Section 6. The Price of Conflict, Economic and Political Risks. Beyond the military risks, a Chinese invasion of Taiwan would carry enormous economic and political costs for Beijing. China has become deeply integrated into the global economy, and a conflict in the Taiwan Strait would send shockwaves through global markets. disrupting supply chains and undermining investor confidence. Taiwan is a major player in the global technology sector, particularly in the production of semiconductors, which are essential components in everything from smartphones to advanced weaponry. A conflict would disrupt these critical supply chains, causing shortages and price spikes that would ripple through the global economy. This economic fallout would not only harm China's trading partners, but also undermine its own economic growth and development. Politically, an invasion of Taiwan would damage China's international reputation and isolate it on the world stage. The possibility of a wider conflict, while not inevitable, would be a nightmare scenario for all involved, with potentially catastrophic consequences. Section 7. The future of the Strait, uncertainty, and the potential for miscalculation. The future of the Taiwan Strait remains uncertain, shaped by a complex interplay of historical forces, strategic calculations, and domestic political considerations. While China has not yet attempted a military invasion of Taiwan, tensions across the strait have been escalating in recent years. China's military modernization, coupled with its increasingly assertive foreign policy, has raised concerns about its intentions towards Taiwan. Beijing has stepped up military exercises and air patrols near Taiwan, sending a clear signal of its resolve to defend its claims. These actions have heightened anxieties in Taipei and prompted the United States to bolster its support for Taiwan's defense. The risk of miscalculation is a constant concern. Managing this volatile situation requires careful diplomacy, clear communication, and a willingness to find ways to reduce tensions and build trust.